Welcome to today's video. We're going to go over our 2024 reading goals. Now, I understand that this is happening much later in the year, and that's really because I've just recently started getting back into filming and just having that time. These 2024 goals, some of them I'm starting them now as we can go along with them throughout the year. I will do quarterly updates of where I'm at that is specific to updating each goal as we go along. However, as I do my monthly reading wrap-ups and stuff, I will point out some of those so that we can kind of keep up to it. We don't necessarily have to wait all that time. With that being said, let's get to what I consider the most important goal, and that is reading the actual physical books that I own and not just bringing stuff in for the sake of bringing stuff in. With that being said, my goal is to read 70% of my physical TBR. Those are the books that I actually own. I'm currently at 63.64%. I've worked over the last few years really hard to get that up, and I've done a really good job, which means I really only need to read about another 23 books in order for me to reach that goal. With that being said, I'm sure I will be buying books here and there throughout, and then hopefully that will encourage me to read what I'm bringing in so that I can hit that number. So while it seems easy, it will also take some conscious effort, and that's what I'm hoping for. The next one is to read 24 in 2024. So there's 24 books that I'm really excited to read, and I want to make those a priority to get those out and kind of give myself grace for reading them. I'll put those on the screen. Now, I'm not going to go over every single one because we would be here all day. One thing I will add, the 24 in 2024, I've picked a whole new set of 24. That way it's starting from scratch. I've read at 0 of those 24 in 2024. So we'll do that together. Goal 3 is to reread 12 books. That's usually my yearly goal. It's my excuse to get to reread some of my favorites because I absolutely love to do that. I'm not starting this over just because I honestly have reread a lot. I've reread 9 books. I reread Final Girls. I reread all the Wayward Children series so that I could finish the last 2 that I haven't read. So I have 9 of the 12. So I still have a good amount left to read, and there are a few, specifically A Discovery of Witches, maybe my yearly reread of A Deadly Education, I don't know, that I want to read. And so I'm going to leave that on there. I'm going to leave it as the 9 read. The next one is kind of an arbitrary goal, 100 books. I really just want to make sure that I'm reading and enjoying what I'm reading. So if I don't hit it, I'm not crushed, but usually about 100 is as many as I read. I read 101 last year, like 130 the year before, somewhere around there. That being said, I just want to read 100. I'm currently at 42. If we're on track for that, we'll be fine, but reading slumps happen. So my goal is to read 100 books this year. And then goal number 5 is the series challenge, which I won't go into too many details. I will link the video below. This challenge was inspired by books like Whoa, but it's just to make sure that I'm reading the series that I'm starting, especially if I like them or feeling like I can DNF and let a series go. If I don't, because there's so many series that like I don't want to follow up. For example, I've been focusing on that now. Wayward Children series, I went back and reread. I very much enjoyed that. I'm caught up to here. I recently read the Laura Chambers series, which you'll probably see the review for either right before this or right after. I had to go back and reread the first one just to make sure I was understanding the second one clearly. So things like that, if I reading as much of the series as I want or enjoy all together or catching up to make sure that I'm not missing the plot and having to start over. This is a short video, kind of like my series introduction, because I'm just rounding out the rules, the expectations, and then the updates will be more exciting, more fun, and we'll have more about the actual books and what I think and what they're about, etc. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.